They'll tell you America was built on Christian values, that our laws, our freedoms, our moral backbone, all come from the Bible. But if that were true, why did it take 200 years to end slavery? Why did women have to fight for basic rights? Why did we need court cases, lawsuits, and protests just to let two people in love get married? The truth is simple. America wasn't built on Christian values. It was built on something better. Let's start with a basic idea. The best moral system is the one that leads to more freedom, more equality, and more dignity for everyone. That's the standard. That's the goal. And Christianity didn't get us there. It had 2,000 years to fix slavery. Instead, it blessed it. The Old Testament said you could buy slaves from foreign nations, pass them to your children, and beat them as long as they didn't die right away. The New Testament told slaves to obey their masters, with fear and trembling. And Jesus didn't say a word about it. Now, yes, some Christians fought against slavery. But let's be honest, they weren't getting that from the Bible. They were borrowing ideas from the Enlightenment, from human rights philosophy, from the belief that people matter because they're people, not because some ancient book said so. They were rejecting the Bible's teachings, while trying to convince other Christians that morality had moved on. See, that's the difference. Enlightenment values aren't based on obedience. They're based on reason. Those values say, we can question the rules. We can change them. We can evolve. And that's exactly what happened. Once Enlightenment thinking took hold, things started to shift. We ended slavery. We passed labor laws. We gave women the vote. We protected children from being worked to death in factories. We built unions. We expanded marriage rights. And yes, it took generations. Because ideas don't change overnight. But the momentum was always forward. And where was Christianity during that progress? Almost always standing in the way. Even now, when people say Christianity isn't a problem, they'll point to progressive Christians, Quakers, liberation theology, LGBT affirming churches. And yeah, they exist. But they're not the ones writing laws. They're not the ones trying to remake America in God's image. That's fundamentalist Christianity. That's the loudest, most powerful form of the religion in the U.S. It wants Christian prayer in public schools. It wants creationism in science textbooks. It wants to ban abortion, demonize queer people, and force religion into every level of government. And the worst part, it adapts just enough to survive. Christianity shifts its language, not its values. It moves the goalposts, rebrands itself, but always keeps the same ancient book at the center, no matter how much harm it does. Okay, let's be fair. The Enlightenment wasn't perfect either. A lot of its early thinkers were racist, sexist, elitist. They didn't create a utopia. They created a system with flaws. But unlike religion, that system could improve. That's the difference. Enlightenment values are self-correcting. They gave us tools like free speech, debate, democracy, and evidence. Tools we could use to fix the very injustices those same thinkers failed to see. That's how progress works. Not by obeying old books, but by learning from our mistakes. Not by asking, what did God command? But by asking, what does justice demand? So, was America built on Christian values? The Constitution doesn't say anything about Jesus. It guarantees freedom from religion as much as freedom of it. Our founders didn't quote scripture, they quoted Enlightenment philosophers. And every time we've moved forward, every time we've become a more just nation, it's because we embraced those values, not religious dogma. So no, America wasn't built on Christian values. It was built on Enlightenment ideals, and every inch of progress we've made wasn't because of Christianity. It was in spite of it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.